Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Tasos Kilimos. Happy joining you guys for another edition of NBA Player Prop Parlay right here on the Guy Boston Sports YouTube channel. Happy Wednesday, everybody. If you watched yesterday's video, you know that we are doing well over here. We cashed that motherfucking parlay again. Horrible day on Monday. Had an 0-3 day. If you watched yesterday's video, I was apologizing. But I made it right. We bounced back spot, plus 462. We cashed that parlay. Again, we are doing fantastic. We are up 23.5 units in the last 2.5 weeks. I'm going to say that one more time. We are up 23.5 units in the last 17 days. Unbelievable. Solid hit last night. We are back. The vibes are good. Got a 3-leg parlay to share with you guys today. Let's keep that positive momentum going. Let's keep the vibes strong. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button if you aren't subscribed already. And comment cashed. Just comment cash because we are feeling really good right now. The vibes are high. Let's get ahead and cash another one tonight. But real quick, guys, you know I can't continue this video without going a little money gun. Look at all that. Look at all that. Look at all that money. Ah, we love it. We love it. All right, guys, here we go. 3-leg parlay for today's slate. Starting off, we have the Toronto Raptors at the Charlotte Hornets. Game kicks off at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We are going with Brandon Miller of the Charlotte Hornets over 20.5 points. Going to go ahead and kick this over to the Outlier screen. Guys, if you know what Outlier is, they are the sponsor of every NBA Player Prop Parlay video here on the channel. Link in the description below, 7-day free trial to try it out for yourself. All the data, everything that I show you guys in these videos is available to you if you sign up with our special link. You will not regret it. So here we go. First leg of our 3-leg parlay, we got Brandon Miller over 20.5 points. It is a juice line here, minus 175 on DraftKings. You see here, though, 8 of his last 10 games, he has absolutely cashed this line. Now, if you look at the season as a whole, it's not great. 28% hit rate, 12 out of 43 games. However, he is a rookie, and you see he just had a kind of a rough stretch. But of late, you're starting to really see him turn green, and here's a couple reasons why. First and foremost, Terry Rozier's not here anymore, right? They traded away him. He was taking up a lot of the shots, a lot of the scoring. LaMelo Ball is out hurt. He's another one who usually shoots a lot, who scores a lot. Gordon Hayward's been out a lot. I mean, they really just have they've had a lot of guys who have been out, and it's kind of thrust Brandon Miller into a role where he's had to step up. He's had to do more of the scoring. And so here we are. And that's why you see his last 10 games, you see 8 of his last 10, 80% hit rate. Even his last 20, 10 of his last 20 games, 50% hit rate. Now, the head-to-head data isn't great. He's played Toronto twice this year. He had 20 points, just missed the first time they played on December 8th. He had 14 points the last time they played on December 18th. Again, I have to harken on it, though, that different situation, right? They had Terry Rozier. They had LaMelo Ball. Different scenario. Now those guys are not here. They're out. He's got a better opportunity here. Look at the right side of the screen. Defensively, the Raptors, bottom half of the league, giving up just shy of 118 points per game. But versus the small forward position, bottom 3, 24 points allowed against opposing small forwards. You look at versus shooting guards. Again, bottom 4, 29 points per game. Those are kind of the positions that he sees minutes as. So the great defensive matchup here. Again, a lot of injuries, obviously no Terry Rozier anymore. You look at the injury report, bottom right side of the screen here. No LaMelo Ball. Gordon Hayward is a game time decision. That'll be interesting. But Cody Martin's also a little bit banged up. So the Hornets show all injured. Mark Williams out. The Hornets right now, a lot of things going on with them right now. I think Brandon Miller, he kind of has no choice but to step up. If Gordon Hayward plays, I'm a little bit more nervous about it because he will steal some touches, but Hayward hasn't played in a little while. I'm not too concerned about it. That's the first leg of our 3-leg parlay. All right, guys, second leg of our 3-leg parlay. We are targeting the Warriors-Sixers game, which kicks off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're going with Jonathan Kuminga of the Golden State Warriors over 20.5 points. Similar to Brandon Miller, Kuminga is another player this year that had a really rough start to the year, but has really come on of late. He has cashed this line in 8 of his last 10 games. Again, same scenario. You look at the 2023 season as a whole, 24% hit rate, 11 of 46 games. You see here, it's really just been these last 10 games that he's kind of caught fire. A lot of this has to do with his role just being increased between injuries and the Warriors not playing well. They've just needed somebody to step up. Kuminga has answered the call and has stepped up. Look at the injury report for tonight right now. Obviously, Chris Paul and Gary Payton are out. At the time of recording, Draymond and Andrew Wiggins are both listed as game-time decisions with a couple little injuries there. I don't know how much that'll come into play. Again, it's hard to predict these injuries from now. But especially like if Draymond doesn't play, I think Kuminga could have a really huge night. But even if they do play, I'm not too concerned. You look at the Sixers side of things, they have a lot of injuries right now. Okay, Nicholas Batum out, Robert Covington out, obviously. Joel Embiid has been out. No D'Anthony Melton. Tyrese Maxey's game time decision. So this could be a very interesting matchup here. The Warriors obviously need wins. And so this isn't a situation where I think if it's a blowout, they're going to bench their players. The Warriors need the win bad. And so Kuminga could get a lot of minutes here. You look at the defensive matchup versus the power forward position. They are, top 12, 23.2 points per game versus centers, however, which Kuminga has been lining up at center sometimes this season. They are bottom 4, giving up almost 21 points per game to opposing centers. But maybe the most important reason why I love this prop is right here. The last time these guys played, just last week on January 30th, just a week ago, a little more than a week ago, Jonathan Kuminga had 26 points versus this same this same Sixers team, excuse me. So he already did this once this season against this exact same team, literally like less than 10 days ago. He had 26 points. I think that he should be able to get, again, we just need 21 points. He should be able to cash this line. I'm pretty confident for the second leg of our 3-leg parlay. And closing us out here for the third leg of our 3-leg parlay, we're targeting the Spurs-Heat game, which kicks off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We have Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat over 19.5 points plus assists. Now, unlike the previous two props, this is one that it's not like they just recently caught fire. Bam Adebayo has been covering this line all season long. You look at here, 6 of his last 10 games, not bad, 60% hit rate. You stretch that data to his last 20 games. 15 of his last 20 games, he has cashed this line, 75% hit rate. And you stretch that data to the entire season, 85% hit rate, 35 out of 41 games, he has cashed this over. Only 6 times this season has he failed to hit this. Now, you see here, of late, you've seen a lot more red. It doesn't concern me here. Not at all does it concern me. Look at the head-to-head matchup here. He has cashed this 2 of the last 3 times he's played the Spurs, including the one time that these two teams played this year. On November 12th, he had 24 points and 6 assists, and it makes sense. You look at the right side of the screen here, the Spurs bottom 5 in both points allowed and assists allowed in total to opposing teams. But in particular, we look at versus the center position. They are the second worst defense in the NBA in terms of points allowed to opposing centers. They are actually pretty good. They don't give a ton of assists to opposing centers. But realistically here, we're not really too worried about the assists. Those are just thrown in there for some extra stats. Really, we just need him to score points. 19.5. We just need Bam Adebayo really to hit like 20 points, which I think is pretty fair. He had 24 points the last time they played, 22 points the time before that, which was December 17th of last season. Again, great defensive matchup, and he has cashed this in 85% of his games this year. I love this spot for the third and final leg of our parlay. All right, guys, you look at the right side of the screen here. There's our 3-leg parlay. There's our ticket. One more time to recap. We got Bam Adebayo over 19.5 points plus assists. We have Jonathan Kuminga over 20.5 points. And we have Brandon Miller over 20.5 points. The only one of these props that's available on multiple sportsbooks is the Kuminga one. You see here it's available on DraftKings, FanDuel, MGM, and Prize Picks. So a couple different sportsbooks there, but again, DraftKings is the way to go. I'm not sponsored. They just give the most player prop options. This parlay pays out at plus 358. Again, not a crazy big line, not a crazy big odd parlay, but we're looking for units. We're looking for wins here. We're just looking to build our bankroll heading into our Freaky Friday on Friday where we have our massive parlay. Just trying to hit another one here, build off last night's win. Guys, that is it for me today. Thank you very much, as always, for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Shout out to you, the Guy Boston sports fans, the viewers of this video series. Always appreciate you guys. We had a really bad night on Monday. You guys had so much positive things to say. You stuck with me, you rode with me, and I paid you out for it. So thank you very much, as always, guys. We love this community. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We love you guys. Until tomorrow when we're back with a new NBA Player Prop Parlay, I hope you're all winners.